Imagine your brain as the ultimate supercomputer. Ever wondered how your brain learned and processed information? It's processing new information every second. Whether you're learning how to solve a complex math problem, playing a new song on the piano, or just remembering where you parked your car. But how does it all work? In this video, we'll dive into the incredible world of your brain to understand how it learns and processes information, breaking down complex science into easy-to-grasp ideas. The human brain is made up of billions of neurons, but the learning process mainly happens in a few critical areas. First, there's the hippocampus, which acts like a memory center, helping us store new information. The prefrontal cortex is our decision-making hub, helping us plan, problem solve, and stay focused. And finally, the cerebellum coordinates movement, motor learning, and fine-tunes our skills. Each of these parts of the brain works together to help you learn new skills and process information from the world around you. But how exactly does this all happen? It all starts with neurons, specialized cells that send and receive signals throughout your brain and body. These signals, which are electrical and chemical, are the language of the brain. The connections between neurons, known as synapses, are where the magic happens. When you learn something new, neurons in your brain form new connections. Over time and with practice, these connections become stronger, a concept known as synaptic plasticity. Think of it as your brain wiring itself more efficiently the more you practice a skill or repeat information. Just like learning to ride a bike, the more you repeat a task, the stronger the connections between those neurons become, making it easier and faster for you to perform that task in the future. When you're learning something new, your brain goes through 3 stages: encoding, storage, and retrieval. First, the brain has to encode the information, that is, turn what you see, hear, or experience into a form that your brain can store. This is where attention comes into play. The more focused you are, the better your brain can encode information. Once encoded, the information is stored in your brain, mostly in the hippocampus. Some memories are short-term, like where you left your keys, while others are long-term, such as facts you'll remember for years. Finally, retrieval happens when your brain pulls that information out of storage. This is why you can suddenly recall your childhood friend's name, or why repetition makes it easier to remember important facts for a test. But not all memories stick around. In fact, your brain naturally forgets information that it doesn't deem necessary. This is known as synaptic pruning. It's like your brain clearing out old or unused connections to make room for new, more important ones. This process is a healthy part of how the brain stays efficient. However, repetition, practice, and engagement can help strengthen the important connections, making sure the things you need to remember stick around. Learning new skills like playing a musical instrument or mastering a language engages many parts of the brain. In the beginning, when a task is difficult and unfamiliar, your prefrontal cortex is hard at work, analyzing and controlling the new movements or thoughts. Over time, with repetition, those actions become second nature. The brain essentially hands over control from the prefrontal cortex to the basal ganglia, a region responsible for muscle memory and habits. This shift makes learned skills feel automatic. The more you practice, the more your brain hardwires that skill, allowing you to perform it almost effortlessly. Did you know that sleep plays a critical role in learning? While you're asleep, your brain is busy consolidating memories, strengthening the connections that were formed during the day. Research shows that a good night's sleep can help improve memory retention and make it easier to learn new information. So, if you're preparing for a big exam or learning a new skill, don't underestimate the power of sleep. Emotions play a huge role in how well we learn. When you're stressed or anxious, your brain releases chemicals like cortisol, which can interfere with learning and memory. On the other hand, positive emotions can actually enhance learning by releasing dopamine, which makes learning feel rewarding. This is why a positive, low-stress environment can be key to effective learning. In the future, technology may change the way we learn even more. From virtual reality learning environments to AI-powered tutors that adapt to your personal learning style, the possibilities are endless. Imagine being able to upload knowledge directly into your brain, What once seemed like science fiction might be closer than we think. The human brain is a remarkable organ, capable of incredible feats of learning and adaptation. From forming new memories to mastering skills, it all happens through billions of neurons and the connections they make. So, the next time you're learning something new, remember, your brain is constantly working and changing to help you grow. What's the most interesting thing you've learned about your brain? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more mind-blowing videos about how we think, learn, and grow.